look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you. Appreciate that, Holly. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And now taking the field, Rodney Tisdale. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. He'll get rid of it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The Hilltoppers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now we say hello to Nate Frazier. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Flowers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Allen. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Under fire. And they got him.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wiley. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Frazier. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Runs through a man, and he continues to fight for yards. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Here's a heat, and down he goes.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Western Kentucky sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes his man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They boot it away. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Snags it, and there's running room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Motion from the wideout. Just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out route. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run with Nate Frazier. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try to run it with Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Western Kentucky sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pressure coming. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his target down the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Works the middle of the field. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Zings it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to...
He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The run inside. It's Allen. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Right back to it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Georgia sends out the punt team.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. That's caught. It's Taylor. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's open on the right. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He breaks a tackle. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The give, running right, it's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Hicks. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Hicks. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, this one had all the